Hello Leos, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 17th to the 23rd of February. If you've seen the energy update and also the messages from the Earth, you'd know that we're going to be going into Earth and Air. Earth in particularly, and then followed by Air as a backup sort of thing, energy, second flow energy. So we're going to be going into that a little bit later on. In the meantime, I've just been putting out your cards. And I've got to say, putting out your cards, it gave me the sensation of that you're trying to manifest something. It's making life a little bit frantic by the feel of it. Let's just see what's going on with the general energy there. Yeah, there's a lot pushing out onto the financial sort of side of life. On the relationship side, it's very solid, consistent, and what have you. There's a lot of success. You're going after your success, Leo. You really are going after your success. This is what it felt like when I was putting the cards out. It really felt like you were really sort of like pushing as much as you can in order to get the best out of life. Really nice, really beautiful energies. On the relationship side, it's connection to the synchronicities. You're using your intuition a lot within your relationship side. It's helping you to make decisions by the looks of things. Certainly within this section here, in the way in which you engage in life, I think that seems to be a lot more active rather than the past and the futures. You're not really building on the future. It's almost as if like you're letting things tick over, as it were. On your karmic path, you've got the death and rebirth. Yeah, you're looking at sort of like this is a new you maybe, and it's the implementation of the new you, basically. It feels like here that you've got a lot of things under control, and because you've got a lot under control, it's you're not hedging any bets here on the relationship side. What's going on with the connection on the outside? Yeah, you have the devil card. It may be that you're sort of holding, this is what could be happening on the relationship. There may be a few people around you that you're not quite sure about. They sort of play on two fields and not really, it's difficult to sort of like see where they stand and who they really are and stuff like that. And the new you is this whole sort of thing kind of going, okay, well, I'm not going to put out until I see what's clear on the situation. And I think that's really important. On your past self, you get the Four of Cups. Yeah, I think you're distilling a lot of the past. And I think this is where you're making that stance by sort of looking around you and sort of sizing up people. That's what you're doing. It feels like you're sizing up the world that is around you. On the future there, yeah, the future seems to be on hold. I think you're just being curious about it. Yeah, most definitely. The future here is going to open up doors of curiosity. Because eventually, there's only so much we can glean from the outside world just by sort of observing. At some point, we do need to do some sort of interaction with them. And within this interaction, I think in the future, you're going to feel more secure about who the people are in front of you. Then it's going to tickle your curiosity, and it's going to sort of like, you're going to be, looking to sort of, push the boundaries with others that are around you. What's the connection with this week here? Queen of Cups. I think you've just got to be, in order to size people up that are around you, I think you've got to be a joyous, bubbly sort of person. Even if it's not the most enthusiastic or the thing that really, you're not really doing maybe everything that you want to be doing. And you could be sort of kind of, oh, well, I don't really want to do this, but it's kind of going, yeah, come on, let's do this, that's fine. Because I think it's going to help you to see clearly your intuition about people that are around you. And it's just, there's nothing nasty. There's nothing, it's just like kind of going, wondering where they sit. It might be even sort of someone who's sort of talking to you to sort of say, wanting to open a relationship with you. And you're not quite sure whether it's exactly that they're talking about and whether you should step forward or not. And So, it's just a case of kind of going, okay, well, I'll stop the movement for a minute just to see exactly where this person is pushing. It could be all about love. It depends on what you're going through at the moment, obviously. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side, on the financial side. Seems to be a lot playing on around this section here, the past and the networking you can do with the outside world. But there's something from the past that's building a lot in your future. And it's something maybe that it's a great idea that you've been working on, that you want to get the best out of life. And it's almost as if like this really well. Either you know this job well, or you know this business well, or you know this project well. Whatever it is, you've done the background information. You've got the background information in order to get the success out of it. And now it's a case of literally funneling it into your future. And it's really driving on with a lot of force and a lot of energies going on there. The karmic path here is obviously it's tied to this idea that has been brewing in with you for a long time, and it's now the time to go in for the success. It's on your karmic path. Take a leap of faith with that sort of Fool card. Yeah, there is believing in yourself, and I think this is what you've got to start doing. I think you are doing it this week here, and this belief within yourself helps you to get over helps you to get projects over the line. Helps you to get things really in place. What's this synchronicity in the outside world? That's playing into your success. The more you feel this success, the more you will create for you. So, it's all coming into you. So you don't have to put out a lot here. I think there's people that's going to be connecting to you without even you trying. Which is going to increase sales, or which is going to increase your scope of getting the job that you exactly want to do, or the project, building the house, renovating a house, or even buying a car, whatever it is, which floats your boat. And this past idea is really solid. You get the five of wands. This leads into that sort of 6 of wands as well. It's pulling from inside you the best example of yourself. It's pulling from inside you the best way to approach things. And I think this is the way to approach things is to maintain that confidence within you, but also at the same time, push it forward with determination. And I think this is building within you, and it's a leap of faith more than anything else. It's a bit of a gamble, but I think this gamble is really paying off for you. Okay, let's just see what's going on in the future. That's really solid, very vertical. There's an upward movement on there. 10 of Pentacles, look at that. There is ultimate rewards that are coming your way. Security, abundance. Feels like everything's falling into place here. How should you engage in that? Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune. This is what I mean about that sort of like walking forward with confidence within yourself. Leo, you can really take it on and take everybody this week here. If you really want to push on your finances, this is the moment, and that's how you got to be. It appears like you're doing like a balancing act, a balancing act to the rest of the world, because you're really bringing success into your life. And the reason you're bringing it into your life is because you have a control over that Wheel of Fortune there. Absolutely beautiful for you, really. Absolutely amazing. Let's just, we've got the elements, so let's just bring up the elements here and see what's going on for you. Let's just cover the cards up and bring up your Astroflower, shall we? And see what's happening there, just so we can see about these elements that we were talking about in the energy update. We're talking about Earth, those coronal holes, and it touches the solar plexus and stuff like that. But look what you've got here. You got air and earth playing very beautifully together here, and this is giving you a direction for you to take on your relationship side. I think it's giving you a lot of clarity of this new death and rebirth card. So it's a new way of approaching things. On the devil card here, you get the fixed earth and air as well, which is really good for sort of like squaring things off, seeing things clearly for what they are. So I think you're going to be exposing anybody that is around you that's trying to do you wrong. And I think that's what you're doing. And I think do it in a joyous way, not by sort of like, argumentative sort of way. Do it in a joyous way. I think once you start doing that, I think people are going to sort of like almost give up in a way and just, sort of surrender to you in a way. Surrender the truth. That's what it feels like. And it's just going to make things very, very clear for you. And that's when you can allow your curiosity to come out. So I think we're going to pull a few cards on that, see what's going on there, because there's a lot of earth and air going on in that section there. There is a lot of earth and air as well on your financial side as well, with this mutable earth that comes in all the way from Virgo. And that's going to be playing in on your future here, on that Ten of Pentacles. You've got the mutable. I think this is where you've got to... as I said, I think there's going to be people that are going to be coming into your life that you're naturally drawing into your life, and because it's mutable, you got to play with it a little bit. You got to play with the energies. You got to play with the physical side of life, of how much time and effort you give to things. Sometimes it's like if you give everything, then the person doesn't need to come back and look for anything more. And if you're selling to someone, you've got to make them almost a little, it's a little bit like fishing in a way. You've got to make sure they're hungry, as it were, for it. And, being selective, and that's what the four down here, the four of Pentacles is all about. Being selective about how you put your energies out there is going to be really good. So I'm going to pull some cards on that Ten of Pentacles up there. Let's just pull the magic out. Ten of Pentacles, but I'm also going to put it on down on that death and rebirth. I think that's very interesting. I think I'd like to look at that Eight of Cups as well. What's this? Let's start off with the death and rebirth. Let's see what's going on there, on that side there. You get the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this death and rebirth here, just by your physical stance, I think you're revealing a lot of things around you in the world. In regards to other people, you're starting to reveal who they really are, I think, and you're getting justice as well. I think you really are sort of this stance you need to take in regards to relationships around you and people around you is going to help you to learn a lot about sort of how you mentally, deal with all of these, this situation. And let's just see if there's anything that's on that devil card. What comes out of that? Nine of Swords. I think you're going to notice it more than anything else with the person or the people that are around you, because they keep sort of like putting, trying to trip you up and causing stress within your life. And I think you need to see, I think you get the Well card here. I think this is opening up to a whole new world. It's recognizing what relationships you don't want, and this is where you can have happiness after difficulty. I think that's what the energy is bringing into you. What's this curious side here? I just want to see what's going on with that Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of a leap of faith, I think, within that. There is a bit of a leap of faith going on. You've got the Fool card on that side. Ace of Cups. This is a leap of faith of love. And I think it's almost as like, maybe this week here is realizing where your defenses are holding you back rather than liberating you. So it's all about the stance at the moment. It's good to see absolutely clearly, but then at some point you've got to jump in there. And maybe this is what the Four of Cups is. You've been streaming the Four of Cups, streamlining it so your emotions, you're really going into something that's a little bit more sort of in line with you. Okay, let's just see what's going on the financial side. I'm going to look mainly on this connection here between the leap of faith and the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands. There is a decision for you to make. I think that decision is about who you let into your life and how much you let into your life. Yeah, be very cool and calm about it. Be very enthusiastic about, building on the career path or the project, but at the same time, be cool and calm about what you let into your life. You get the Nine of Wands as well. Yeah, healthy boundaries is a very good idea here, I think. I think as you start to get success, I think other people might want a bit of your action, as it were. And then you get the Eight of Cups as well. You get that Eight of Cups again, which is the curious side. I think that's what plays into the Ten of Pentacles. Now you're starting to, by the end of the week, I think maybe you'll start seeing some results, maybe like a reply for a job you applied for, or, the possibility of that business loan coming through if you're starting your business or whatever it is, or signing of a new contract. And it's a case of kind of going, how far can I go with this? The idea of success is a personal thing, and once you've got that clear within your mind's eye, it's going to be really good for you to push on to the future. Okay, so there you go, Leos. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Don't forget about the energy update and the messages from energy that we did yesterday. I will see you soon. Thank you for all the support you give to this channel through the YouTube system. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.